Want to master anime character design for free? This course is your first step on the journey to anime character design art learning pathway. Brushcamp offers tons of similar courses in illustration, 2D, 3D design. Level up your creativity with free knowledge and courses. Visit brushcamp.com today and explore endless possibilities. Welcome back to the course. In the previous lesson, I showed you how to draw 5 senses and draw faces in anime. So now we come to the very important part. That is how to draw hair in anime. As you know, hair is a very important thing. Our character is beautiful or not, mainly because of hair. So how to draw beautiful hair? Now let's study together. Some of you mistakenly think that drawing hair is drawing each strand like this. This is wrong. I will show you how to draw each curl one by one. And you can't just sit and trim all your hair with strands like this. Right? The first is that it takes time. The second is that it looks really inefficient. You can draw like this for some textbook drawings. Or another illustration. But since we're drawing anime style, this drawing is really wrong. This is a mistake and we will not draw hair like this. But now we will learn this drawing style. Draw one by one first, so now I'm going to frame this as something not to do. First you will draw each strand of hair. You will not draw like this. This is also the wrong way. This one we will not draw like this. We should draw it so that when the bottom of the hair will touch into a shape like this, into a sharp angle. That's it. For example, this is wrong, but if you draw it like this, that's right. Similarly, so now you will draw 2 intersecting lines like this. Or it's fine like this, but you have to have a drag line like this. It's called making our hair area closed. It's just as sharp as this. We will practice. After we already have a hair like this, then we will continue to draw one more strand. These little hairs, we continue to apply them like this. It's drawing each strand at a sharp angle like this. And we will erase this part. And we've got another hair. But this is still not pretty enough, right? Now we're going to draw one more thread, and we're going to pull over here. We already have a hair. We will continue to draw the overlapping strands like this. Then the front strands will cover the back parts. As for the parts that are hidden, it will become dark. Its shadow will be darker than the others. For example, here the narrow corners are also dark. Do you see the difference? You can correct your mistakes by drawing like this here. Can you draw another thread like this? And this hair? I will draw this hair with red and this one with blue. 2 different strands of hair. The blue hair will have this dimension. It will go through the red hair. Then you just need to draw like this. Whichever strand is in front, it will obscure the other. And now you have hair like this. And here you can draw down one more hair. And the hair doesn't look like this. Our hair is not like this. It must be that after having an intersection like this, it must have a line down like this, because we will have to follow this rule. You take notice in this part. It doesn't cut through, but it will have an extra part like this, Because our hair will have a certain curl, it will have a thickness. We will delete this part. We will draw down. And we've got a really nice side part of the curls, don't we? The dark parts we will shade in. Have you seen it yet? That's the difference. I will repeat it for you one more time. You draw like this. I'll draw a big lock of hair. Okay, even a rectangle is fine. Then we will branch out. That means we still apply it this way. Please help me out. Then we will draw over the hair like this. You see? Draw over the hair like this. Then this one you draw on another layer. Like the outline layer and the line layer, it will be simpler. I just drew the wrong layer. And the dark parts we will polish it. It's like you would think. This thread is going to be in the front. Then we will lightly polish this thread. Similarly, curls of hair that are like. And if you want to fold it like this, you will draw a simple picture. It will bend the way you want. Right? So now you just need. Share your hair. Divide. Split it up so its hair goes around, you see? And also divide it by the curls. Because hair is falling down, so it has a line here too. It also runs yarn. Now I will try to draw it for you to see how I outline it. Which part of the hair it's under? I'll shade it over it to give it a sense of depth. Now, let's see the results. The hair part that is covered will become the dark part. Do you see? I will have a frame with a hairstyle like this. You can sketch your own hair shape as you like. And you just need to draw based on that. Example for braided hair. You will draw the zigzag line like this. Right? Then you will draw. And put its hairs together like this. Do you see? And then you define your hair fiber. I will copy this over. So now I will define my hair. We will analyze the hair strands, because there are strands of hair that are woven together like this. This is the same. We will define the strands. And we can draw like this too. Do you see? Then you just need to draw on. Yarn like this. Do you see? Like this, right? This is the most basic drawing. From this strand we can draw a lot of different hair tips. For example, now you draw curled hair like this. Right? And a hair curls over like this. We just need to draw this line, then we will analyze this clump of hair. Just like how we did before. Just like how I did it before for you guys. I will analyze it. This is the bottom hair and this is the top hair. Usually this part will be located in this position on the face. It's like it'll cover the character's cheek for a cute feeling. Do you see? This is how to draw each curl in anime. We already have small curls. How can we draw big curls? And we can draw the entwined curls, so that it looks reasonable and doesn't get tangled. So now we will shrink this lesson and let's learn something new. And I'll shrink this one over here. Now we will mark here as little curl. Now, let's move on to big hair. Now we are going to learn big hair array. So what is a large patch of hair? This? For example, we now have these two tufts of hair, these two clumps of hair, and I want it to look like it's a lot of curls knit together like this. For example, this is human face. And now I want to draw a lot of curls in this position. How to draw it beautifully. So here it is. I will draw for you to see. First of all, do the same. You will draw for me little curls like this one I showed you. I will draw. Now I want a piece of hair like this. It's a bit curvy. Kind of like this. And the next piece of hair I want. It's knitting like this. Please note, you draw large arrays like this first. The last array I want it to bend is something like this. Please note again that we will not draw this way. We should draw like this. This is true. Or here. And one more array. We'll do the fewest arrays. And now I want to move this array closer. A bit. So how am I going to deal with this large patch of curls? So first of all, analyze it. The analysis is the same as before I analyzed it for you guys. It will analyze with blue ink. Right? If our lesson was here, I would break a curl into many different strands. We've got our first patch of hair. Have you seen it? We come to the second array where we will use purple. Please note which pieces of hair are on which hair. For example, you will mark. By being darker parts, you will use shadow like this. Let you know which part is below which part. Right? Similarly, after I drew a blue one, I will draw a second curl. I will use purple. Do you see? And continue. I will use the green color to make the third curl. Now to reduce the confusion, I will turn off the layer on the purple part because the purple part is underneath. So it will be covered by this dark blue hair. We will use eraser to erase the parts that are hidden. We do the same with the light blue hair below. The parts that we are covered by other hairs, delete it. Have you seen this yet? Now we will change the line color. We will merge the 3 hair drawing layers into one layer and we will lock this layer. We'll pick any color and we'll overwrite it. And we will turn it off to see the results. Do you see? Now we have a patch of hair woven together. But it's still not too obvious, so it's time for you to line up. Based on the line knowledge I have shown you, then what part overlaps it will be darker. Right? The curl at the top will be a bit darker. And in the corners like this it will be darker. And these corners do not let light in. The parts that overlap will be darker. In sharp corners it will be darker, you see? Then we will come to the shadow step. We're going to analyze what underneath. It's going to be dark, so we're going to shadow in that part. The strand of hair underneath is This is just an example. Here is the result. Here we have a piece of hair. Do you see? And next we do the same with the other hair. I will continue to give you an example. I will draw a curl like this. And draw another curl. Only you guys know what you're up to. You can delete the line right from here to make it easier to identify. Now I will continue to analyze the hair for you to realize. For those of you who are used to draw without having to separate layers to delete anymore, you can do the same as me. If not, continue to create separate layers and delete the hidden parts. Here I will show a strand of hair. You can analyze it, like on the hairline. You can do it like this. Then you can draw different hairs that fall out. So on this hair run. Then you guys can make it like this. Right? On this hair run, you discovered another strand of hair it was pressing on. You've already drawn, right? Then you can continue drawing. You continue to draw and do not need to create a new layer. And you will always draw. Self-analysis and parting hair. And divide it like that. And don't divide it too much, it will mess up your hair. A curl like that, you can divide up a few times on its run. Not too much and have to spread it out. Here is the hairline. You will draw hairlines, sometimes it looks like this. It's like, I'll walk you through it a bit, for example. In the case of hair like this, for example, and there's an extra strand of hair sticking out and you want to draw it like this. You guys won't draw like this, but you'll combine them. You will delete this part to make it look like this. It looks like it has a more seamless feel. Look. Same here too. Here we will create that feeling. And continue. Here we will see below. You have marked another piece of hair. So just keep drawing. Don't forget to create a continuation between the curls. You have to make it look like viewers know how this strand of hair runs from the lines. It must not be interrupted or stopped. Like for example, I see this lock, it really should run like this, right? That's what I drew it to run like this. And this one it ran like this, you see? We have to keep the rhythm of the hair. For in the corner it will be darker. The parts that overlap each other are even darker. I've talked about it in the drawing lesson. Do you see? You don't draw lines, you use this to create shadows. Do you see? This hair will shade in arrays or strokes depending on your preference. So let me give you an example of how you can apply it to a large piece of hair like this. Now I will guide you to draw the overall head of the hair, so that we can apply the pieces of hair, the curls that I have guided you. Of course hair can't be pointed like this, but you can make it look like. I will give an example. For those of you with straight bangs, for example, you just need to draw hair shape like that. You want it to run in a rectangle, and it's curved like this. You draw like this, then you will proceed to analyze it. Here I will use all rectangular lines. If you don't want your hair to be pointed, you can apply it this way. Then you will analyze this hair. Continue. Right? And this time to combine. You don't need to draw sharp corners. You can put square or rectangular corners like this. Let me apply it for you to try. You'll draw a shape like this as long as it's really connected. To first, we will limit the redundant lines in the picture. We will contribute to making our paintings neater. This. See? This hair will be simpler, it will be less patchy for you. Because it is originally a straight rectangle. For those of you who like to draw straight, not curly hair or too many strands, you can apply this way. Do you see? We're done with the part where we draw large chunks of hair and entwined hair. Now we have small curls, big patches of hair, and also show different hair shapes. So now, we will start how to manipulate these hair patches, these curls on the character's head. Now we come to the next part. Please like and subscribe to our channel.